Alright, so now that we've got started, a little bit of discussion about what this course is. It really is the overview topics related to human sexuality. We're going to look at the biopsychosocial perspectives of that. So again, you think about that: bio, body, psycho, mind, social, how environments and everyone around you kind of plays into that development of your human sexuality. We're going to evaluate different sexual behavior between different gender, between different age groups. And then we're going to talk about how those interact with your physiology, so how your body changes over time, how your psychology changes over time due to that, and then how that society or maybe media or environmental pressures change us. I do have to tell you, this is a pretty mature subject, and most people don't want to talk about it. You're going to be asked to interview some individuals who are going to feel a little weird talking about it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like looking when you think about cats and dogs and birds and all those things. I'm not going to say the birds and the bees, but when you look at those things, we seem to talk about those things like it's easy. We can talk about a litter of cats or a litter of dogs that mate or things like that. And when we get out of sex ed in like 5th grade, we seem to not be able to talk about it much. So hopefully this will give you a little bit more of an easiness about talking about this. Because you'll find, like I find, even working in child welfare, sometimes our juvenile justice kids might be struggling with whether they're gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and sometimes that's the crux of why they're actually committing juvenile offenses. But if we don't have that conversation, we're never going to get to that, and we're never going to be able to get them the help that they might need to be successful people. So just that simple thing, I hope if that's the one thing out of this course that you get, it's that you're able to have those conversations a little bit easier. So again, Dana Strom, people call me Professor D, that's how I'll answer emails. I'm available by email. It usually takes me 24 to 48 hours to get back to you. I do have a contact phone number, and again, you can write this down. It's my cell phone, 414-803-6372, and just know that I am not on campus. I actually live in Appleton, so for me to get to campus is a little bit difficult. So if you're ever going to hand in something, just know that it's going to take some time for me to figure out how to get to that. But I'm more than willing to connect via phone or meet up, maybe hit Midway or something in Stevens Point if possible. So just know that that's on there. So you're going to find that there's some core competencies outlined on your syllabus, so just be aware that those are things that you're going to learn that we've developed as a college. You're going to find that there's a discussion board grading rubric, and essentially what happens is every time that we have a discussion board, there's going to be 20 points assigned. If you post your main post and it's the one that actually is requested of you in your assignment, you're going to get 10 points. If you respond to another learner in the discussion point, you're going to get 15 points. If you do 2 total extra posts besides your initial, for a total of 3, then you get the full 20. Obviously, if you keep doing more and really contribute to the discussion, that kind of puts you above the standard grading spectrum of there. But the minimum you need to post is your original plus 2 additional comments. So I always get the question, well, what if I post 5 or 6 or 10, but I don't post the original, which is the assignment? If you don't post the original, you don't really get the 10. You're just going to get, 5 points for completing the other 2. Hey, Elizabeth, that's a really great post or whatever. So just be aware of that. The goal is that you drive the discussions. You are teaching one another through the content that I've provided to you. So without your discussion posts, the class isn't as great as it could be. Next, I'm going to go into the assignment, so take a look at the next video for that.